Dave, we have an extensive course catalogue spanning everything from anti-money laundering to fire safety, neurodiversity, and everything in between. Please tell us about the courses and what the course and content team have been doing over the last few months.
Sure. I mean, first, it's great to be here again. It's amazing to be able to share some of the work that the team has been doing. You might, if you're here, I assume you're at least somewhat familiar with Vinciworks, what we do, and our extensive catalog. But just to give you a sort of a quick reminder on what we do, we have our basic library, which is I think nearly 900 courses now. It's divided into five main suites, which are compliance, information security and data protection, diversity and inclusion, performance and leadership, and health and safety. So our team of writers, researchers, and experts, we're all dedicated to bring you courses that cover the ever-expanding world of corporate education. We have courses that cover all the latest legislation, both things that have been already released and pending legislation, such as how to legally use AI in the workplace, and how to spot all the latest phishing techniques. We deeply believe in the importance of relevance when it comes to training. So I think every industry faces its own unique risks, regulations, and workplace realities, whether it's a law or finance firm to construction or higher education or beyond. And so that's why we're continually developing even more personalized and industry-specific content. So our goal is to ensure that every course speaks directly to the daily challenges of you in your sector, providing practical insights and examples that really resonate with your workforce. So those are we've been doubling down on our industry-specific courses and collections. And of course, we're dedicated to keeping the courses up to date, which is no small task. We have a constant eye on the latest news to bring you recent examples and lifelike scenarios, ensuring that the courses really live in the real world and aren't just sort of theoretical academia. So that's our basic course library. If you want to get a copy of the catalog, you can write courses in the chat now, or you can follow. I think there's going to be a link as well, so you can click on the link and you should be able to download that now. Most recently, we've had some big releases, including a major revamp of our anti-money laundering courses, including industry and regional specific versions, so ensuring that you have the most up-to-date content in this key topic area. We've also got major new releases and updates based on the data protection legislation changes, AML, because everyone knows it as AML changes in Australia and the US, and changes to fraud legislation on the back of ECTA, which is the Economic Crime and Corporate Transparency Act. See that one I practiced. Upcoming changes to the Employment Rights Bill and the Freedom of Information Act will also be covered across our library in some forthcoming updates. So staying ahead of these changes, we understand it can be a daunting task for anyone in L&D, and whether you're a big company or small company. And that's why I think you should let us do it for you. I think one of the best ways to stay ahead of these changes is by following Vinciworks on LinkedIn. Is one way to do it, where my colleague Nick Henderson-Mayo, who you just saw in the video, so he provides regular updates of all the upcoming legislative changes. I also have to mention, if we're giving updates, I have to mention conversational learning. If you're not familiar with these courses, firstly, I think our marketing team would love to know where you've been hiding, but also prepared to have your mind blown. I think this is the biggest revolution in e-learning in the last 15 years. You're going to get a lot more on that a little bit later. My colleague's going to go into detail on it. But we've been recently working very hard to expand the range of topics that are covered by this groundbreaking new genre of courses. But naturally, we're not abandoning our traditional courses. We always strive to make them as immersive as possible. So as well as updating all the content, we've been rebuilding and refining the framework to make sure that each page of every course is fully compatible with all the latest devices and systems, and really trying to stay at the cutting edge of what's possible within a web browser. If you've taken one of our courses in the last month or so, you might have noticed that the assessment sections have been completely revamped. So these will have a fresh new look. And that's our most recent library-wide update that we've rolled out across the library. We have some more to come in the near future that you can keep an eye out for. And then we have a whole new genre of gamified knowledge check that's being rolled out across the library, and even more of our courses are being offered in adaptive versions. So adaptive versions, you may know, are courses where you can test out at the beginning of the course. The first thing you see is a quiz, and if you have all the answers, then you're done and you've completed the course. That saves a lot of time, provides an overall more efficient experience. And of course, if you get a few questions wrong, then the content is tailored to exactly what it is that you need to learn. So that makes things a lot more efficient. I should also mention our amazing bespoke courses team. So they've been building fully branded courses for some of the biggest companies in the world. I'd love to name drop, but we are also take care of the privacy of our clients, so I can't. But if you or your company have some specific material that you want brought to life, or whether you want to combine some of our material in a way that's very unique to your company, then you can just email us anytime, which is email address is bespoke@vinciworks.com, or if you type bespoke into the chat now or at any point, we'll have someone reach out to you. And literally as of like the last couple of days of our newest offering is actually a bespoke conversational learning, which is something it's like fresh out of the developer studios. It's being released basically as I say it now, is the release of bespoke conversational learning. So if you have something that you want to combine your material, conversational learning, that is also now available. You might be able to hear a little bit more about that later from Shmuley. So I want to wrap up, save some time for my colleagues, but I should also quickly mention there's a whole new product that's been really well received by a lot of our customers, which is our learning plans. So we offer to work with your organization to create a bespoke learning plan to help manage and strategize all your L&D objectives for different roles in your company. So it could be for different teams, even across different jurisdictions. You can see some of them on the sample one on the screen now, so you can see how well it can work. So like building a well-planned learning and development strategy, everyone from new starters to the board of directors, is something that our team of professionals can help with. So if that sounds like a headache that you would rather just pass off onto us, then just type plan in the chat now or contact us any of the usual ways, and someone will be in touch. So that's awesome. That's all I have from the courses team. I'm going to hand you back to Lee because we have so many things to cover. But thanks for your attention. I'll be sticking around. So if you do have any questions, drop them in the chat, and I'll do my best to answer as best as I can for the rest of the hour. And of course, contact us on our website, email, or your account manager at any time. We'll be happy to help.
Awesome. Thank you for sharing your wizardry, Dave. There's a lot packed in there, but it's really showing how much is happening across the library right now. And I love that we're helping clients build proper learning plans to really optimize their training and just, make it simpler and faster for them.